questions on the minutes? If not, a motion approved.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Good.
Aye.
All right, we'll move to Sean O'Rourke with Viper Pickleball. Sean? Where's our mic? We need it.
Aye.
Hello.
Good.
Yeah, if you want to explain a little bit about it.
Okay, my name's Sean O'Rourke. I represent Viper Pickleball LLC. I just started that business back in 2025. Really, I started it as an adjunct to the Vincennes Pickleball Club and a few of the other members of the community that were interested in promoting pickleball in the community. Really, what I'm here for today is just to discuss rentals, policy on that, and any future endeavors that we might be able to collaborate with as far as broadening the pickleball scope in this community.
Well, the rentals is like $35 a quart, is that correct? I just want to make sure I'm right on this. That's one thing. And then if you would have food trucks there, they'd be $40 a truck, if you had rented those.
And there's how many?
There's
courts?
6 courts
Six.
there, I believe.
Yeah, 6 trucks there.
And
Is there
it's-
something about the rental policy in which you're asking about, like,
Well, I tried to do communications, through Tammy and whatnot, and there's a lot of back and forth with that. And, as far as making that happen, who we pay, and really what the policy is on that, because, $35 for a quart for a day, nobody really operates that way as far as that goes. But I think we're more on an hourly basis, usually 2-3 hours at a time. Right now, I'm trying to, just do some programs, running some events. I've done a couple youth leagues and things of that nature, so, using 3-4 courts at a time, for 2-3 hours. So that's kind of what I want to talk about, maybe more of an hourly rate that we could work out.
I don't think we do an hourly rate, but we've done a deal where,
I mean, it sounds like you're asking us if we would implement an hourly rate. I mean, if that's what you're asking for, that's one thing, but I don't think that was very clear when you initially started speaking. So if that's what you're asking for, I
Right,
mean,
I'm
is that
not real familiar with the rules, and like I
Okay.
said, I was, as far as the community goes in pickleball, and how we use the courts, and just so there's no issues and things of that nature, more so than, whether or not you guys have an actual hourly rate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's something we necessarily have right now, but I'm sure it's something,
I don't think we want to go there.
I'm not sure it is,
I think
but
we can go with what we did before. We had the $35 a quart, but if you're not gonna use it for the whole day, we could do 2 quarts for the 35 for the half a day. I think we've done that before, haven't we?
or maybe just have a half-day rate for a quart, but even then, I mean, that would just have to be
See where the
something.
hourly rate would come into play.
Yeah, but that'd just be something we would discuss, I would think. I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's not currently something I think that's offered, so.
Correct.
Now, the stuff you're gonna be doing, now will you be making the money off of that, and where would the money go?
As far as that's concerned, usually I will offer a prize to, winning teams or whatever, 'cause that's how the events would run usually. It'd just be a group of people that, sign up and wanna play for a set period of time, and usually there'd be a first place prize, which is usually half of whatever is brought in by the ticket price or whatever is that charge for the event. And then, of course, I'd like to, do more with the community as far as, like use around the First City Classic and things like that. So tournaments and events like that are things that I want to establish and coordinate with you guys with about.
So, like it's not for profit, so we're not renting them and you charging to make a profit. So money goes back to nonprofit organization, the Parks Department. So the half or whatever you're talking about goes to trophies or prizes, that's fine,
I mean, it costs to put on these events as well. So I mean, part of whatever's taken in is going to be used for that as well. I mean, I'm really doing this for a hobby, so I'm not trying to make a whole lot of money off of it, but I don't think
Yeah.
that
Yeah, but the
cutting
problem
that off
is,
from the community is
the problem we face though is, it's a hobby for you, but like, where's the line drawn when, we got 40 people asking to have permission on an hourly rate for a hobby? Then the issue becomes it's not open to the public in any realm, because now everybody's renting it on a private basis, and that's where it's a tough balance between public and private. And that's where it's difficult to implement a policy like that when you only have 6 courts. I mean, it would really probably have to be something that would, because you can't just selectively do that. I mean, we can't just say this person's allowed to and this person's not allowed to. I mean, with it being a public park, that's the primary purpose of the park, is for the public. So, I think that kind of takes away from why it's there. If it starts becoming renting it like on an hourly rate for private hobby-like businesses, I mean, it's just hard to make that work when there's only 6 courts and the interest is to be primarily pointed at the public.
Chicago Park too,
Yeah.
and that's really what my goal is to broaden the pickleball scope in the community.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see it in the schools as well, but I mean, this is just kind of where I'm starting, so.
Well, I don't think there's any issue with going out there and playing and training people. I think the problem is, like, we can't just say you can rent it during these hours to
Right.
conduct that. I mean, that's where the problem lies, is because, like I said, 20, 30 people start.
I would love to have an opportunity to, speak on that and help you guys if that's what the goal is in the community. But, right now I just want to establish, whether or not we can rent them and use them and obviously profit from that as well.
I don't see a problem with you renting them, and then we could cut like a half-day price for those instead of the whole day, since you're only gonna use it for 2 or 3 hours. Because we have done that. It's just when it comes to you, and I know you got setup fees and stuff like that, but we don't know where that stuff is, begins or ends, and then the profit, it needs to go back to but we deal with this, Regina can answer this, this is the same thing we do with
Right, yeah,
everybody.
I understand with the nonprofit.
So we can't go back on doing anything, give one person a favor and not another. I mean, it'd be the same thing as us having a yard sale out there and
I think
taking
it
over
just
that area.
becomes hard to police it. Meaning,
does.
like, it's not that the parks aren't meant to be, a capitalized asset to some extent. I mean, that's where it's just difficult. Like, yeah, you can rent it, but like, even then, I see that becoming an issue, just generally discussing it. Like,
Well,
then it
without
becomes
policy,
everybody
sure.
renting it, and that's just where, it's something that's gained attraction somewhat recently. So I think there's some gaps in the policy, but I think the overall intent is to keep it, the primary purpose of it to be the primary point of it. But I think that just, brings up a good point, and I think it's things that need to be discussed.
Yeah, when are you thinking about trying to do things out there?
Well, I'd like to do things, immediately. I mean, I've got a group that's already, playing out there. I haven't had any issues with time or interference with anyone else as far as, the public aspect of it right now. But that's really what I wanted to see and establish with you guys so that I know that, I can, phone the office, call the office, come into the office, whatever, and say I need, courts on this day, and we have that.
Like, we have
set
the
up.
basketball league, like, that's where I think we could get behind something, like like JR helps put on a basketball league at Adams Coliseum. Like, if there was like, the golf course has the men's league, like, if there was something like that was
Well, and
promoted
that's
amongst the
exactly
city.
what I'm trying to, get
It's just like-
established, and I was hoping
yeah.
that this would be the department that would be able to handle that.
I mean, I think something like, maybe that was like that, that, 'cause we put that on as like the Parks and Rec is putting it together. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, more like the swimming pool, the things that go on there and the lessons that are offered and things of that nature. I mean, that's kind of what I would like to set up, and I know that's gonna be
with like in every, like, say it was set up to where it was every Thursday or every other Thursday, and it was like men's league, and then there was women's league on Wednesday night. Is that something you'd be interested in? Is that what you're asking about?
That is actually what I'm trying to do, more or less. I mean, I don't have anything set up as far as, a schedule, because I wanted to establish with you guys first, just to make sure that I'm following all the rules and not stepping on any toes, so. I mean, there's plenty of want and need in the community as far as those things are concerned, getting people together, but like you said, there's some gaps in the policy, I think.
I mean, like an organized community league, I think would be really cool, and I think we've kind of discussed that in the
Right.
past to
Yeah,
some
we
extent.
have.
Like, if that was the goal, then yeah,
Well,
it's just
and really
that's.
that is, and I know there's the capitalistic aspect. of
Yeah,
it.
it's
I mean,
just-
yes, I am out to
think that's something we.
Yeah, we just need to look at
We
more,
need to
yeah.
discuss ourselves later, not now, today,
Right, gotcha,
and then we can
understood.
get back in touch with
Like
you.
And if
the-
there's room for, you know, adding positions to handle that sort of stuff, or, you know, facilitate and organize those sorts of things, you know, I'd be interested in something like that, if that's what you guys would like to do.
So like you said, you have groups that go out there now. You're not talking about like you don't have to rent them just to go out and play.
No, no,
Right,
no,
right,
no.
okay.
Yeah, right now, we're,
Right,
you know.
yeah,
it's-
no, as long as, yeah,
long
there's
as we're
courts
not
open.
interrupting anyone else at the moment.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm in the very beginning stages of all of this, so, now, like I said, I have run youth leagues through the Knox Sports, I forget what the rest of the name is there, they've got an organization, nonprofit organization, where they're trying to.
Yeah, no, I think a league of some nature would be really cool. I mean,
Well,
I've kind of
and
brought that up,
multiple, I
and,
mean, there's singles, and.
yeah, it's just,
age groups,
it's gotta carry out the primary purpose of it being a public park. I mean, that's just a hard balance to weight, because those are things we just need to discuss, and I think once we discuss it, we can discuss more and then go from there. But I think for now, we've got an idea of what could be out there.
Right, right, and then really that was my goal here, and then hopefully just to be able to get the permission to use the courts for that purpose at this point.
Okay.
Until we
Yeah.
establish another
Do
policy.
you have any more questions?
Did you have specific dates you were wanting them?
Not right at the moment,
Okay.
I'm really setting up for next month.
Okay.
And like I said, we've only got a couple more days to.
Okay.
Can we go ahead and put him on the agenda for next month, just to see if,
Yeah.
We can follow up
Yeah.
and see where we're at.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah,
And give us time to talk.
yeah,
Mhm.
and put us on a deadline to actually talk?
Thank you for the help.
there you go.
Sean, have you filled out a special use permit? So, now you'll have to get one for the.
All right, and then I'll just talk to Tammy about,
Yeah.
you know, future
Rentals and
rentals
everything.
and
Yep.
for multiple days and hours or whatever, half price a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's something we're gonna have to discuss though,
Yeah,
in terms
I
of how
think
we
so too,
limit that,
yeah.
because like I said, that opens a can of worms and to some aspect. I mean, you start
Yeah,
doing
I
that,
understand
and,
what
Because
you're
it's
saying, right,
probably-
yeah.
I mean, I get on
Sad thing
Facebook
is,
here and
You're
there
probably not
and
gonna be able to
see-
do it till after our next meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just,
If
it's
it's-
changing the purpose of why we say we rent it, cause really we say rent it for like events or things like that, really.
Hey, that's.
I know, but that's, like, what I'm saying is opens the door to
A lot of people.
20
coming up
people
there.
calling and reserving half days all of a sudden. So, I mean, I think that's a tough one to, it just needs to be discussed, and I
Yeah,
think that needs to be
correct. I
weighted
think-
on.
Well, and I'm certainly available for questions,
Yeah.
you know, if there's anything that you guys need.
I mean, I think if we wait and discuss it next month before we begin doing anything like that, I think would be best practice.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
it's,
definitely right now, yeah. Yeah, so we can get back in touch with you.
I don't think so, but I know on the special use permit, when you fill it out, you put your dates and what we want the quotes for. It'll ask you about insurance. You have to-
Yeah.
Yeah, insurance.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
All right, we'll be in touch and we'll see you at the next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Sean. So the last thing is the REA update and that thing coming, is that correct, or what?
Yeah, that's on hold till
That's
28.
on, that's right.
What
Oh,
is that?
yeah, That was
The
that.
playground
is on hold till 2028.
Yeah, cause.
Do you see the price tag or something in there?
Yeah. it
Well,
was,
they can't do that, what they want to, until we pay the pool off.
I gotcha. Can't take that, you can't cut
You
it.
can't do
Yeah,
another one.
I gotcha.
So the pool will be paid off in 28? Okay, cool. Oh, are we doing, what are we doing about liners?
I'm actually going tomorrow to Washington
Okay.
to look at their liner, cause the guy that put it in is the guy that was gonna put ours in. The kid said it's awful.
Okay.
So, but the company that he went through outsourced it to him because they were super busy. They're actually coming back and putting a brand new liner in Kips Pool, so I'm gonna meet with those guys and get a quote.
Okay,
So, but we definitely have to have liners,
right, in all three?
no, two.
Just those two?
The lap pool will last another couple of years.
Okay. I didn't know I was, is there like a,
Thank you,
does
guys.
it,
Thank
Thank you.
does it have to be like the fabric type liner, or can it, is there like a spray liner we can?
Yeah, they said something about that, but something to do with cracks,
Okay,
so.
okay.
But, yeah, Kip called me actually before I come in here, said you did not, stuff underneath his liner.
Oh,
Bolts are coming through his liner. It's splitting, so it's a lot of money.
All right, moving on to financial, any comments or questions? If not, a motion approved.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
I'll second.
Old business, staff report.
Okay, we're gonna start out with Chicago Park. We got the pump track 99% done. We're waiting on, Jeremy Weiler to come out and put the ramp on the dirt track on the outside.
Yep.
And then we're gonna do the little dirt work, we plant grass or sod. Shank Farms is doing all the sod work for free. So, then we'll be done with that. Lester Square, I'm going back down there tomorrow doing printing to find out what kind of material they're putting on the cords. And I have a phone number to contact the guy about sealing the cord. And hopefully that'll be done here by the end of next week at least, I'm hoping. And then we'll, as soon as that's done, then we're gonna plan a block party at Lester. Four Lakes, splash pad's still going, everything, I'm not had any complaints out there.
Was you able to get any cameras back by the tennis court?
No, I'm still waiting on, I had a guy gonna come and give me a quote on what we need back there, he never showed up, so I got another guy coming.
That would open up more pickleball, but we gotta have some kind of protection back there.
Yeah, but my thing is, with the concrete back there is really bad.
Yeah.
I'd like to actually take all that concrete up and do like we did at Chicago Park.
How much do we have in our, park fund currently?
It's gonna be less next year.
I mean, is there any excess, like, do we have any excess accounts anywhere to possibly look at paying the pool off earlier to start the, playground?
I can't remember exactly what the payments are on the pool, it was,
It was in our last,
yeah, I don't have my glasses.
Isn't Reed doing all that, or is that for next year? Your
What's that?
accountants for your budget and stuff? You know, could you give some back at the end of the year?
Yeah.
Of our budget?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something we could
Which
go
is
to
not
city
very big.
council and ask.
Yeah, it's, I think they're pretty good sized payments that we're making on the pool, so I don't think we'll,
Wonder if we could ask city council to do that to expedite that.
they're not gonna have any excess.
Yeah, they're all losing money.
I know, but how much is it though? I'm just curious. I mean,
we
I
can
don't
find
have
out.
it in here, it was in the last one.
Which that would be good. I mean, when you start,
Yeah.
money always magically appears when people want some, seems like.
I can't see to read the damn thing.
What is it under, cause it wasn't under something,
US Bank.
US Bank.
There it is.
there's the bond, but it doesn't say the payment.
No.
This should be on. We just made it.
Yeah, but it was on our last back in June, it wasn't on, we didn't have July.
Yeah, it'd be on the total claim for last month.
I have that in my email.
I think you sent me an email on it.
It'll be in your email.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
My thing is, actually,
Yeah, this is wait. I think this is something you're gonna be waiting on too.
Um,
I kinda know the answer to this. I don't know what you guys play with.
It's not on that one either.
but, okay, I'll go ahead and finish the staff
Yeah.
report. Greg Park, we got the pool shut down. The pots got those, cleaned, painted, they look great. We're gonna put them back in the pool somehow next year. Other than that, man, we got a lot of tree branches falling in the park, so there's some more trees that need to come down. I mean, when I say branches, they're big ones, and they're gonna hurt somebody bad.
Didn't you say last time one fell on a car?
Yep. But the thing was, that tree's in great shape, so
Would Halters
insurance would not pay
donate
for it.
any work for that?
Huh?
Will Halters donate any work for
I
that?
don't know. Jeremy will do a lot for us,
He does do,
and he does us so, I mean, price-wise, you can't,
yeah, you can't touch his price.
so, but, and he will
came out to our
donate
house
some trees,
and took a couple trees down.
so, and he gave me a quote for like 9 trees.
Yeah, what was that?
It's like 16,000. When I talk about trees, some of them are very large, and
Yeah.
normally it'd probably cost you 4,000 or 5,000 to take it down alone,
Oh, yeah.
so.
So
But,
some of them, a lot of them need to come down, not just trimmed.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had several
yeah.
in his list the last
Yeah.
time around.
And I got a list in there he gave me, and, they're big, and there's some trees out there we can take down on our own,
Yeah,
that's not real big.
it's not real fun though.
No, well, usually the street department does help me out.
Okay,
Yeah,
There's another McCarter that works on the street department
yeah.
that's in a